Now, the second use of the simple present is for scientific and eternal truths or facts, general truths or facts that are always true. We can never change them. Everybody agrees about them. When I say, for example, water boils at 100 Celsius, it's a scientific fact. You can experiment, you can do an experiment, and you can check if it is true. And it's true for me and for you and for others. It is true now, it was true in the past, and it is true in the future. It's a scientific fact. It is scientific truth. So we use the simple present. All right, we cannot say water boiled in the past at 100 Celsius. If I say it boiled at 100 Celsius, it means before, but now it doesn't boil at this degree, so it means it's wrong. It's not true. There are 7 days in a week. Here again, I'm talking about a fact, a general fact that all people agree with. How many days are in a week? We can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. 7 days in a week. Well, everybody agrees about this. It's a general fact. So I cannot say there were 7 days in a week. It means in the past or last year or last century. It's not true. But this is a general truth, a general fact that does not change. So in this case, we use the simple present. We use the simple present to talk about the last example. Horses do not fly. Well, I think everybody agrees with this example that horses do not fly. I mean, if you say that horses used to fly last year, but now they do not fly, people will think that what you are talking about is a little bit mad. So here again, we are talking about a general truth, a general fact, or scientific fact, or an eternal truth. Eternal means it exists forever and ever. The third use of the simple present is the connection of the simple present and future. And here maybe you will be a little bit astonished. Why? I mean, how come that the future is mixed up with the present? Well, I'll explain that. When we talk about future plans, when we talk about future plans and schedules, we can use the simple present, and we use the simple present. As in the example, the train leaves at 8:15. Well, if you go now to the rail station, you will see a board, and you will find there a lot of information about the departure of trains and the arrival of trains. And what you see there are fixed details. I mean, the time is fixed. When it tells you, for example, the train that leaves Oujda to Casablanca, 7 o'clock in the morning, here it's a fixed time. Nobody can change it. If anyone can dare and change it, he will miss the train. Or if he is the driver of the train will derail and there will be accidents and there will be a chaos in the country. Okay, a lot of it would be accidents, etc. They return tonight. I'm talking about, for example, friends or my family, etc. They are away, they are traveling, and I heard from them that they return tonight. Tonight here, for me, it's a fixed time. I mean, they have arranged with me on the phone that they return back from the place where they were. The last example is the course starts at 8 o'clock a.m. and ends at 10 o'clock a.m. Well, this is a course that has a fixed time. And of course, we cannot play with timetables and schedules when you are at schools and universities. If we do that, it means we will create confusion among administration and staff, teaching staff and students. So these points about time are fixed. Nobody can change them. So when we are talking about a fixed plan in the future, when we are talking about a schedule means a calendar. Here we are talking about the future. We are talking about next time. We are talking about next week. But we use the simple present. All right. So this is the third use of the simple present. When do we use it? We use it for calendars, appointments, programs, schedules, plans, etc. The use number 4 is about the use of the present simple when the present simple is describing situations that are more or less permanent. More or less means not really permanent, but more or less. When I tell you, for example, I work at the university, here it's like before, it's like the first example that we were talking about, the person who is retired, it means doesn't work. It's the same thing. I work at the university, it means my job is teaching at the university. So it is here, it is a situation that that tells you something about my job. Second, she has 2 houses. Here again, this person has 2 houses, means she possesses them. It means she owns them. It means that this is her property. If I want to change it, I can say her property is 2 houses. Okay. When I tell you in the third example, I am Moroccan. Here, Moroccan is my citizenship. On my passport, it's written Moroccan. This situation, this fact, this truth, this information is permanent about me. Well, more or less permanent. There are some people who may change their citizenship and some others who don't. Well, I'm talking about those who don't. When I say that I am Moroccan, it means my citizenship is Moroccan. It means that I am from Morocco. When I tell you I live in Oujda, means that my place of birth or my place of work or where I am now is Oujda. So it's an information that I give you about me that describes to you where I am, where I live. All right. Number 5, I use the present simple to talk about zero conditional. What does it mean, zero conditional? Zero conditional is like in this example. If we don't eat, we die. It means we die here. It's a direct result of not eating. So die here is a result. It's a fact. It's a general truth of the condition if we don't eat. So whenever you are talking about a condition here, in the simple present, and you are talking about a condition about situations that all people agree with, the result also is familiar. I mean, it's known to everybody. Okay, I stop at this point.